Do you think Europe should have more autonomy in terms of its foreign relations?
That's a good question because I don't think they have a lot of autonomy.
As an American, do you feel like American government has pushed a bit too hard on Europe, especially in terms of Europe's relations with China?
No.
One is a traditional ally, and the other is a strategic partner. How can Europe strike a balance? I put this million-dollar question to European travelers at the airport.
I'm Greek. In all the harbors in Greece, there's investments from Chinese companies. I think we have a good connection.
It is a big country and you have very fast trains.
Very fast trains, yes.
I don't see any risk from China. And as you can see,
Yeah?
I use Huawei.
Huawei.
The Chinese people are becoming important in Portugal because they got a lot of companies and they got a lot of money. Between Europe and US, Europe doesn't have an important word to say most of the times.
I'm not sure on Europe in general, but I know the UK has very much been influenced by the US.
Do you think it's the right thing or no?
No.
So what is the right thing?
At least Europe needs far more autonomy from the US.
It's the western side, it's the eastern side. I think we have to get rid of this thinking. We need China as well as we need the US.
The Europeans do the things what the USA wants, and we have to make our own politics. We have to go our own way, and I think we need more China and less USA.
Would you call China a potential source of risk or actually an opportunity to Europe?
I'd say more of an opportunity than risk. I mean, risk is developed in the mind by certain, say, individuals rather than by actions. So, being just a normal member of the public, do I feel any risk from China? No.
When we want to make global business, we have to look what China is doing. I think it would be a very good way if we look more to China and a little bit less to some other countries like United States.
There are now currently 3 major Western statecraft repertoires which are in place in critical approaches in China.
While in Belgrade for a seminar, I looked to deepen the conversation, meeting experts with both first-hand China experience and profound insights into the region.
I think there is a profound deficit in ability of Western world to realize and accept that there are other equally valuable cultures, economic systems, political systems that should be respected.
People, especially in Europe, should go to China and see how things work. A lot, of course, people have done. Some are, of course, not willing to accept, or some have political interests or other interests for which they do not want to acknowledge, China's role.
The Western former colonial powers and the global hegemon should be better in understanding and accepting the reality of a changed world. More and more countries wanting to collaborate with China because they want to be treated equally and with respect.
A lot of people in the West have underestimated China's potential to develop the BRI in cooperation with Central Eastern European countries. There is no gap between words and deeds, between words, promises and action.
How about this upcoming visit? President Xi Jinping is going to France, Serbia and Hungary.
France was the first country to establish diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China in 1964. Yes. President Macron, he has a certain, let's say, open-mindedness.
Chinese leaders have been for decades encouraging the European Union to strategically think about its future, to cooperate China and gain all the positive impacts and fruits of that cooperation on a mutually beneficial basis, because they are complementary in so many ways. China still kept that door open, and Chinese President visit to France is a proof of that.
Hungary is an important partner of China. Serbia, the most reliable and friendly to China. China is clear willingness and a plan to really help the development of the region. This region is very important for the Belt and Road Initiative. And there's still a lot to do, you know, there's still a lot to do in infrastructure, in energy, technology, all the new technologies.
So what is the best for Europe?
That policy or strategy of de-risking is really geopolitical concept, but let's forget geopolitics. Let's try to be just genuine economic and political partners.
China is not promoting, you know, expansion of alliances. It is not promoting conflict. It is promoting development. You want to be open-minded. Do you want to choose, you know, global partners at your own will? For Serbia, it is profitable. I think this is a way to go also for some other countries.